Hello, it is day 218, and you're speaking to the Meeples Champion. And today we're going to be going over a game that's actually quite a creative one. And I'm not just saying that as a pun, it is a very creative game. It's different. When I played it, it was the first time I played a game like this. And while it was not one I've added to my collection yet, I have put it on my consideration area because I feel like it's one that certain people could really get into that may not be into bigger games. The game is called Canvas. Now, the idea of the game is that when you start, you're going to have these inspiration tokens. They basically look like your little paint boards. And you're going to have, at random, decided scoring cards put up above. And then you're going to draw this huge deck, shuffle it up, and put out 5 cards. You're going to be able to pick the card all the way to the left for free. Or you can drop an inspiration token and take the card to its right. Or drop another inspiration token and take the card to its right. And you can keep moving to the right as far as you need until you can grab one. Once you've grabbed a card, your turn is over. You keep proceeding this way. Everybody does this, and whenever a card is taken, if there's inspiration tokens on it, that player gets the inspiration tokens. Otherwise, you flip over the top card of the deck and you put that in the place of the taken card. You continue this until eventually people start to get groups of 3. Now these cards are made to be see-through, so you can place one over the other and you'll be able to see its tokens through it. Now not everything is going to work together because you've got things on the bottom. There are 5 different colors. You got pictures up above. You have to make sure everything is visible. So if you take a card and you try to cover another one up with it and it doesn't cover, if either the pictures are running into each other, the names are running into each other, or any of the colors are running into each other, that can be an issue. So you have to make sure that you're able to properly cover these. Once you can, though, and you can put 3 of them together, now you're allowed to complete a picture. When you do, you look up above and you see of the scoring cards which things that you actually proceeded to do correct. So a scoring card may say to you, you're going to get to have a green token every time you have 2 of a square symbol from the belows. So then you look and you go, okay, well, I got 3 squares. That's 1 set of 2. I get 1 of these tokens. And then it might also say on another one, if you have all 5 colors represented below, you get to have a token. Okay, well, I grab one of these. So you keep moving around and you see how many of these you got for your score. And then you're done and it moves to the next person again. Again, you continue this going until eventually you have everybody at the table has 3 pictures completed. Now, it's a possibility that I could finish way before everybody else. Doesn't mean everybody else can just go non-stop. You have a limit of 5 cards in your hand, so eventually you're going to have to complete 3 pictures, or you're going to run into a situation that you can't complete 3 pictures. However, you are trying your best to get all these down, and then once everybody does, you now go back and those same scoring cards that you saw that were giving you all your tokens will now also score your tokens. So you'll go to them and you'll go, okay, well, this one says for 1, 2, 3, or 4, here are the scores for green tokens, red tokens, purple tokens, blue tokens. And then there's also, additionally, gray tokens. Now those don't have a scoring card. The grays will have that you get so many points per gray based on things on your cards. So you'll be basically gaining gray tokens based on what on your cards tell you to do, and they give you scoring conditions. So you're building your own scoring. It's a completely unique scoring for each person. Add all these up, you see where you land. It's definitely a unique game as far as first time I played it, I never thought of a game like this. Very creative. But why don't we jump in? Let's talk our 7 categories and let's see where this one lands for us today. When it comes to the art, I mean, the game's called Canvas. It's kind of straightforward. Look at that box. It's beautiful. It's literally a game about art, so its art should be good. The cards, the scoring cards, your tokens, your box, these all draw the eye. It is a great design. Thumbs up. when it comes to those components. So when it comes to your scoring markers, your creative tokens, these are all little wooden markers. Then you get your cards. Now your cards are actually a plastic card. It's not an easy one to rip. You've probably seen some decks of 52 cards like this. These are the ones that can like get in the water. So I've definitely gone to resorts before with a deck like this and played right in the pool and it doesn't get ruined. Same concept for these. And then you've got a nice little, almost a fabric mat to lay it all out on, which I actually really liked. I thought it was very different. The components are really top notch. It wasn't too big of a game, so I think they really put their money in this game into those. Thumbs up. Your price. So this game is at minimum 40. You might be looking at 50 on this. It's not a big game, but they have a lot in there. It's so creative and it's not too long. And the great thing is that, well, you can enjoy this as an experienced player. Beginners and kids can love this game. It's very inviting to new, but it's not so boring that a experienced or even an expert on occasion can't enjoy it. I think the price is perfect for them. Thumbs up. Difficulty. It's not too difficult. It's not too difficult at all. As I said, kids and your new players can really come in and enjoy this game. All you're doing is building a picture. So as long as, a 10-year-old should be able to, at the very least, slide two cards together and say, okay, I can see everything, I can make this. And then just try to count their symbols out, make sure that they're hitting. It's very, very straightforward. You need to make sure that they can cover. That's the simplicity of being able to just make the combo. And then count all the symbols to look at the symbols atop and say, is that going to get me points or not? I don't think it's a difficulty at all. I think it's very well done. I think those two levels can easily play and will enjoy it. And I think an experienced player can too. Again, I consider myself an expert. I very much enjoyed this game we played. I think everybody did. However, I haven't added it to my collection because there was so many other games from my collection I'd rather have. I think an experienced player can add it in. I think an expert is a little bit more hesitant just because of size of collection. The question is, will they play it? I know I like the game. I'm not sure how often I'd play it though. But overall, that's 3 out of 4 that really it suits for difficulty. Thumbs up. Replayability. So we only played this the one time. But when I say that, I mean one game night we played. We played 3 games, I believe. It was not too long of a game. It might have taken at the very most an hour, but realistically, it was probably more in that 30 to 45-minute span. And I think this is a game that has replayability because it can be played with family. This is definitely a creative game that at a family night, you're not having to be overly competitive in. You can just have fun making your pictures and everybody laughing at what people have come up with combos. So, while it's not meant to be a jokey game, it has that ability. And I think it's not a laugh at as much as laugh with because you're having fun. And I just think that that game has replayability in it. So, thumbs up. Keys to victory. So the keys to victory are all about how you're building your pictures. You could just make a picture, but what you're trying to do is target. So are you targeting specifically that you're trying to do something where, okay, we're going to hit this one over here. It doesn't give me, I can't earn a lot of flags per design, but if I can keep earning a flag, then hopefully if I got all of them, I'm going to get huge points. Are you trying to spread and make sure you're covering a few of these at a time? Or are you trying to specialize and you're trying to get as many of those bonus gray flag scoring cards as you can so that your grays score a bunch? There are opportunities here. It's got to be a thumbs up. Unique. Pretty sure I started this video saying how unique it was when I played, and that is 100% true. When I played this game, I never had seen a game like this before. However, since having played this, we played a different game that was called Mystic Vale. And Mystic Vale did the exact same idea. You started drafting cards and you'd have to cover them, and they were the see-through style, and it would build up. And instead of like this, getting the 3, putting it down, and you're done. In this one, you'd actually slide them inside of sleeves, and it would increase the power of the cards. And it was a deck builder where you kept improving the power of your cards. So it went after the most creative piece of this. Once that was met, the rest of the game was roughly not unique enough. So that one mechanic of it has been done since. It's been replicated in other games, and now the game isn't as unique as it was. So I think the game's really good, and I don't think you're going to go and simply sit down and play a game that's identical to this. It's not unique enough anymore, so I have to give it a thumbs down. Overall, what do I think? I think the game is really cute. It's a fun little game. It may not be one you want to play on a constant basis, but I think that if you're in a group of friends and you have a lot of these type of games and you're looking for one that you can feel still that creative flow in, but you want to play with your family, this is a great one for the family. This will give you the opportunity at birthdays, holidays, or just family get-togethers to pull a game out that isn't too overwhelming, that people will see and they can have a little fun with, but that you can still have that ability to try to judge how to score and put together a long-term plan and feel like you're getting a little bit of a regular game night feel in. So for me, I really think this game is a recommend for those who want more games for their family that can be a bridge from their collection. Well, it has been day 218, and we've been speaking about the game Canvas. And you've been speaking to the Meeples Champion. Like, share, subscribe, and check down below in the description. I'll be adding in an Amazon link in case you want to get this game for your collection. Until next time, I'll talk to you tomorrow.